What's up, guys? Today, hopefully I can finish up what I need to finish up on the YFZ plastic swap. All of the tabs are welded like we had talked about in the last video. I went and bought a couple different wire wheels, so I'm gonna go ahead and just clean up all the stuff that I added on there and get that painted. I went and bought satin black paint. I also bought a little extra because I wanted to paint the rims, but that's not really going to be that intriguing. I'll probably do that off camera. Same with the brake. The brake's just kind of looking like it's going to be a tiny bit of a headache, and I just don't really want to clog up camera space with this. So I just have to put this on, extend this a little bit, swap that out. Not really worried about it. But as of right now, as you can see, the Honda is gone. That's good. Buddy blew his engine up, and he could not, he didn't know why it blew up, to be honest. I mean, he drove it with it pegged on H, but it ran out of coolant, and when I put everything back together, we put a different motor in it, put it all back together. I took it for a test drive, and it was squirting coolant out of the radiator. So that was the whole reason why it blew up in the first place. It's always nice to know what happened, aside from driving it on H. But anyways, this side is taken off. I have this in the vise. I have to cut this part off so I can just have this. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that right away. So obviously these are the same like I had mentioned. You can bolt that right up there, no problem. But this one went like this. This end piece goes behind, bolts in on the front. This one is a little shorter, so when you try to put it here, it's not exactly sitting right, but if you go like this, you'd be able to compensate with a washer here, but it's also not sitting flat over here, so probably cut this off, little notch. Not so sure about this. Probably gonna have to notch this here, but I'm not too happy about it because this is kind of the whole bracket, it's all the main structure. But if I do go ahead and put this bolt in, it'll make me feel a little better about it. Brainstorm a little bit more on it. I'll end up letting you guys know what I do. We got her to line up. Little grinding, little cutting, just a notch. So now it used to sit behind it, but it's gonna sit in front of it. So I'm just gonna go ahead and put a spacer right, or a washer right here. That hole lines up good now. I'm just gonna drill a hole into the end of here, put a couple washers in that gap, and put a bolt in. If I had the welder, I'd weld a little fucking piece of metal here so it wasn't a washer, but Dad took the welder back, so it is what it is. But I'm gonna go ahead, now that you guys know what I did, I'm gonna rinse and repeat, do the other side, and I'll get back to you guys. Okay, so I know I just said rinse and repeat, but before I went ahead and did that, I'm like, well, I should probably test fit it up to make sure everything fits good. Of course it didn't. Why would it, you know? So this piece was hitting this bolt, so I cut it down, took a little hack off of it. I went ahead and did that because I thought that's what was going to be the root of the problem here. That did not solve it. So I can get this almost where it needs to be, very, very close. As you can see, still hitting the little nut there. And it's getting rose up by this right here. So I'm gonna go ahead and mark it with a Sharpie and grind it down some more, because that's literally all I can do. So I'll get back to you. After a bunch more modifications, definitely since the last time I updated you guys, I was kind of just getting frustrated. I just wanted it to be done. So as you can see, this tab is angled and it's pushed back a little bit. Well, this is straight. Tab is crooked. So I don't think I'm gonna be able to connect it at the end. But I was just test standing on it and shit, and it's definitely sturdy. So I think I'm gonna go ahead and just run that. And I don't like this here at the end when you're standing on it. So I'm gonna go ahead and just cut that off. I'll leave this here, whatever. I'm not really concerned about that. Maybe I'll cut it off. If I had the welder, I would literally cut it and just move it, but I don't have that right now, so I guess I'll leave that there. But I'm gonna go ahead and finish this little zigzag off and cut that around. So that'll give me another almost 2 inches of foot room. But one side is on. Now I can rinse and repeat and do the other side. I have rinsed and repeated the other side. I cut a little bit more on this side. A little bit more than I had to, honestly. But it goes on the way it's supposed to. Like so. Yada yada. You understand. This one lines up a little better with this. I probably could have put a bolt in here, but I decided to cut the ends down and just spike it like I did on the other side. I honestly like that a lot more. But I'm gonna go ahead, get these parts scuffed up so you can get some paint on them. Probably clean these up, scuff up where little spots are showing, get those touched up before I put them back on. But it'd be nice to finally have these so my feet don't slip off and I don't drag my foot over again. Now that these parts are painted, I can go ahead and take the time to use the wire brushes and just clean these tabs up like so and get them ready for paint. I'm not going to bore you guys with that. I mean, I could take a little time lapse of me doing it quick, but otherwise I'm not going to do it slow.
But I didn't want you in a family, so I came and made it all happen. Said you love me, but you want it now. Had it in you, but it's running out. Had it buried, but it's coming out. That's the reason why you running now. Everything is really funny style, but you said you keeping it 100 now. Didn't want it when we had it all. How you gonna want it when we falling out? Now you playing with consistency, and that's been really playing with me mentally. Said you wanted this forever, girl, and searching for your heart is like a mystery. Why you wasting all your energy with all your girls who never been a friend of me? Won't you focus on the petty shit? Ain't like they ever been with better men than me.
Quad's all unwrapped, as you guys seen. As of right now, I really can't go ahead and put the plastics on because the paint is soft, so that would kind of just be stupid, I feel like. So what I am gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and take the exhaust off because like you guys seen in the other video, this fucking exhaust burnt my Supreme snow pants. So I'm gonna go ahead, take it off, wrap it with heat wrap, like exhaust heat wrap that you'd put on like a turbo manifold. So we're gonna go ahead, run to O'Reilly's, and get some heat wrap. We're back from O'Reilly's. We have the exhaust off. There's a couple little dickers hanging off here and there. Pretty sure this is a port, so I didn't want to cut that one off. Same with this one. Pretty sure they're just plugged, so we're gonna just wrap over that. We got the exhaust here. I went ahead and bought black exhaust wrap because I just like the black theme. So let's go ahead and get wrapping.
Yes.
Go ahead. Okay, so I'm putting gloves on because go Ricky. Ricky told me that this is fiberglass, which I know we work with fiberglass every day, but I don't want to get full of it. So we're gonna start with this. I have hose clamps instead of what they gave me. I'm gonna use the hose clamps instead because it just seems like a better idea. Because, I mean, why not? Why would I not want to use the hose clamps over using these little clamps? I don't even know how they want me to use this. I'm not sure. So I'm gonna go ahead and just put this clamp on here and just use this instead. So start at the end. And if you're using this as a, oh wow, I've never done that before. Maybe I'll just copy what Big White's doing. No, don't do that. So I have no fucking idea what I'm doing aside from, wow, it's just like tape. Just wrap it around, right? Fuck it too much.
Want me to cut it?
No, I don't care. It's not a big deal. Oh, that's a big deal. Okay. Tighten this fucker back up. Grab this pin. Perfect. Not going so bad. Why is it turning so hard? Whatever. Needs to clamp one time. And one time only. I'm just gonna go ahead and cut off whatever is left. I don't remember how this would be. I'm trying to think. Flipped it over. Yeah, it doesn't really matter, whatever. Okay. So now we wrap the rest of the exhaust. Forgot about the needle. Dumbass. I paid $28, I think, for this roll of fucking heat wrap. I thought that was kind of ridiculous, but if it stops burning my snow pants and my pants, then I'll take it. It's honestly not looking bad. Hey, D, what do you think?
I think it looks really good.
Kind of does, honestly. Trying to twist it tighter. All the way up. A little loose here, but not complaining. If that even cuts it.
Oh, got it.
Oh, fuck yeah, Pop.
Perfect.
Okay, last clamp. Oh. Oof. Fuck you doing there?
Looks pretty good. What do you think?
Definitely glad I wear gloves.
Definitely would not have felt good in your hands.
Shout out to Baden for that.
Shout out to Baden.
Yeah.
You're going.
The zip ties are a nice touch. Really zips it all together. Oh fuck, this is supposed to go there. I really don't know why this is so far away, because that's where it was in the first place. All the way back there. There it is. Once you're done with that big D, that should be good enough. Just be. The heat wrap is on. Tabs are painted. Foot pegs are painted. The foot nut parts over here. Those have the little parts that were roughed down from just use. I sanded those and repainted that too. I'm gonna go ahead and apply the brake, probably on my own time. Maybe I'll do it in the next video because I have way too much footage right now to try to cram putting the plastics on and stuff in this video, so I'm not gonna be able to do that. So that's all I got for you guys tonight.
Don't forget to subscribe.
Oh yeah, definitely subscribe. Hopefully you guys like this. You guys probably want to see more car content, but like you gotta see where I'm coming from. It's winter in Wisconsin, so there ain't really much snow on the ground, but they do be salting and brining the roads, so I don't really want to be driving on them. But like, comment, subscribe. Stay tuned for more content. You guys have a nice night.